Hello and welcome to a day in my life.
So I get up and start my day at about 6:30. I try to get up at the same time every weekday, and since I have dance 2 nights a week, that results in me getting to bed a little bit later. I've been getting up at 6:30 and getting my morning routine started. I have all the steps in my morning routine grouped by room in my apartment. So I start in the bathroom, I do a little bit of skincare, I check in with the scale, and then I typically throw in a load of laundry, but I did a lot over the weekend, so I didn't have to do laundry today. Then I move into the kitchen, I get my water cup all filled up. I usually drink a good chunk of it in the morning. I don't have a set goal to start with water in the morning, but I will drink as much as I feel like my body needs, and then I'll fill it up to the top, and then I will take my vitamins and then make myself a cup of iced coffee. I talked about this in a recent weekly vlog where I have been having iced coffee first thing instead of hot coffee. That way I can for sure finish it during my morning routine before it's time to work out. Then I move into my office where I sit at my desk and do all kinds of journaling and reading and just kind of like waking up for the day almost. I used to do this part of my morning routine on the couch, but since a lot of it is writing, it kind of made sense to move to the desk. I also would find myself scrolling my phone a lot at the end of that routine. The last step in my routine is working through photos on my phone, and so I would sit there and like scroll on my phone because the couch is comfortable. But now that I'm at my desk, I'm pretty consistent about getting through all the steps in my routine on time and not spending any extra time scrolling through social media in the morning. All right, now it is time to get today all planned out. I realize that this video is gonna go up before my last weekly plan with me that I filmed in the last week of my Amplified planner, but since then I have moved into my full focus planner. This is only the second day with this planner, so give me a little bit of grace as I figure this out. I do have a lot of work stuff on the day before, so I can't show you what yesterday looked like, but I did enjoy using this planner yesterday. I didn't think I would use the notes section over here, but because this planner is so small, I feel like I can leave it open like this on my desk, and because the time, so I thought having the time section right next to the coil would really bother me, but you'll see when I actually like work on it, I'm gonna flip it around, but then during the day, I don't ever have to add anything to the time section because that's already mapped out. So then I can leave it open like this. This is fine, and I can use this notes section, and I did end up jotting down notes yesterday, so that it worked out for me. So let's go ahead and get this day started. I love that there's a section for the date. I know I complained about an old planner or a notepad that didn't have a place for me to write the date. I'm gonna go ahead and check off morning ritual because that's basically what I did. Okay, in terms of my big 3 for today, I need to for sure practice before dance at some point. I usually try and practice when I have my workout clothes on, which while I'm already in that kind of mode, I will also do some practicing. I'm also gonna go ahead and put film day in the life. It's obviously already kicked off and something that I'm doing, but that is one of my big 3 for today. I try not, well, again, only the second day using this planner, but I'm gonna put some things in the time section here, and those are also important, but they actually have timed spaces. These things are kind of outside of that. I feel weird being repetitive between what's in the time section and what's in the big 3 section. Yesterday it worked out that I had like 3, 5-minute tasks that I could put here. Today I am kind of struggling to think of a third one, so I think I'm just gonna leave it for now and move over here. So AM routine happens from about 6:30 to 7:30. That's where we're at right now. And then from 7:30 to 8, I will work out. I've shrunk my workouts down to 30 minutes a day, no matter what the day of the week is. It just works better in my schedule with my sleep and not feeling too overwhelmed. I was finding myself skipping my workout a little bit more because 45 minutes or longer felt like a lot. So I dropped it back down to 30 minutes. Obviously the rest of everything that's happening today you will see in the rest of this video, but let's just get today planned out. So the next 30 minutes I will shower and get ready. I don't really write that because I kind of like to see the white space. And then pending if I have time, I'm assuming I'm going to have time, but I will tell you that filming takes, setting up the camera and getting everything situated takes up more time in your day, but actually, I could probably put this in the big 3. So typically I have about 30 minutes between getting all my morning stuff done and when it's time to start my full-time job. I like having that buffer time that if I am moving slower that day, I have that extra time, but I do like to have something scheduled. That way, if I am sitting at my desk ready to go, I have something I'm gonna work on, and today that happens to be prepping the vlog. Then 9 to 5 is my full-time job, but during lunch I do have a one-on-one call. Typically I actually write out just their name, but I don't want to, just for privacy purposes, I'm not gonna write out their full name yet. And then My lunchtime routine, I actually have shrunk down to 30 minutes. I'll talk more about that obviously when we get to lunch. And then the rest of this I'll fill in again with 9 to 5 stuff, and then 5 to 6 communication. I'm hoping that that takes me a little bit less time because I need to leave a little bit early for dance today, and I'll talk about that later. And then dance. So that's what my day looks like in terms of schedule. I do, you know what, I'll put that in the big 3. One of the reasons I need to leave early is I need to run by the drugstore, which is called Duane Reade. That's why I always put it as DR, to pick up some photos. So that might be my other big 3. I will probably think of some more tasks that pop up throughout the day. And then again, I will keep it like this on my desk so that if there are any notes or anything I think of, I can put those there. So the next part of my morning is my workout, and I did a video recently talking all about my workout plan, and that is still the same. Like I mentioned when I was planning my day, I have shrunk my workout down to just 30 minutes. I'm still doing the same type of exercise as I talked about in that last video, but in that last video, and for a while, I was pretty consistent with the 20-minute Peloton strength classes and then slightly longer, like 20 to 30-minute spin classes. And now I'm doing like the 10-minute strength class option that's from that Facebook group and like a 10 to 15-minute spin. Something is better than nothing, and that is what I have to keep reminding myself of. Well, I can't for the life of me find my actual brush. So I'm using this like cute little travel one that I keep in my backpack to brush out my hair because I can't find my actual brush. So now is the time that I actually get ready for the day, and I have found myself like actually getting ready at least Monday through Thursday. And when I say get ready, I mean I put on moisturizer and sunscreen, a smidge of concealer, like just under my eyes, and then mascara. Just mascara makes me feel so like awake and ready to go. And Mondays I do it because I do a Q&A box on Mondays. And so I just like to feel confident having mascara when I hop on Instagram and answer those questions. Tuesdays and Thursdays I do it for dance because we wear masks at rehearsal, and I feel like when I don't have mascara on, like I just get lost in the mirror. It probably doesn't help that I'm not wearing my glasses at rehearsal either, and so I can't, I'm a little blurry for myself. So I don't know, I feel more confident again when I have mascara on. And then Wednesdays I put it on for the live. So I do feel like I get ready pretty much every day, and I do think it makes a difference. I think it makes me feel more like just, I don't know, put together and ready to go for the day, even when I'm at home in like comfy clothes. Which by the way, I do put on a set of comfy clothes. Like I'm going to dance later, but I don't have my dance clothes on yet because I tried that once thinking like, oh, let me have less laundry and wear like my dance clothes all day. I did not want to sit in a sports bra all day. It was so uncomfortable for me. My sports bras are just like, they're intense. So it was not comfortable. Anyways, so I'm gonna do a little bit of getting ready, moisturizer, sunscreen, but I'm not actually gonna do my makeup until a little bit closer to dance because tonight, which I'll show you a little bit later when I get it all organized, is costumes. This is the week that we bring our costumes into rehearsal for like approval and to just see what it looks like. And so I know that the director of the company will be there like taking photos and videos and stuff. And so I just want my makeup to look as fresh as possible. So I am actually gonna wait until later to do that. It also works out because it is almost 8:30 now. And if I am gonna have time to prep the vlog before my full-time job starts, I need to get to my desk and get started. And most weeks I know I could find time later in the week to prep the vlog since it doesn't go up until Friday, but I know that this week is extra busy between dance, the last session of Accelerate Your Goals, and then I'm leaving Friday to go out of town. So I just wanna make sure I got that checked off today. All right, it's about 10:30 and I just took a quick break to make a couple of eggs for breakfast. I've been trying to focus on eating when I'm hungry, and breakfast is the easiest meal of the day to do that with, and just to eat like when my stomach starts to growl for breakfast. That's when I get up and make eggs. And I have 2 eggs for breakfast. So that's like basically what I do every day. It is usually sometime between, honestly it varies. It could be as early as like 9, like right before I start work, or sometimes I make it all the way until like 11. It actually started probably about 30 minutes ago, but I was on a call and so I couldn't get up and go make eggs. That's the negative, right, of waiting until my stomach growls, is that if I'm in the middle of something for work, I can't go eat. But what I've realized that I think is important is that it doesn't, like, I don't need to eat breakfast at the same time every day, depending on what and when I ate last night, what time I went to bed, what time I woke up, how hard did I work out. There are just so many factors that go into what, like, when I'm hungry for breakfast. And so I've just been trying to listen to my body and eat when I'm hungry. So since I have been doing a lot of one-on-one coaching calls during my lunch hour, I have shrunk my lunchtime routine down significantly. It used to be a full hour, and now it's in my routine or out for about 30 minutes, but I actually only have about 20 minutes now to work on that, which is fine. So what happened was I moved some stuff up to my morning routine. So like checking in with my budget, I feel like there was something else I can't think of now that I moved up into the morning routine. And then the things that are left at lunchtime are putting away any laundry. If I did a load of laundry that day, getting that put away, which doesn't usually take all that long, but I can't do that earlier in the day because the laundry is not done, and I don't usually want to do it at the end of the day. That's how the laundry ends up sitting in the dryer for days. The second thing is to do any sort of dinner prep. If there is something that I can do earlier in the day to help get me prepared for dinner, even if it's as small as like yesterday, I chopped up the onions for our taco night. Like that is the one thing that I got done during lunch. It only took me 5 minutes, but it was one less thing I had to deal with in the evening when my energy is already draining. And then the third thing is if I need to run any errands, gets me out of the house, gets me some fresh air. I was trying to make sure I was doing like that every single time, but some days I just don't have somewhere to go. And since I have a shortened lunch break, if there's not, I mean, not the whole break is shortened, but because I'm on a call, if there's not time to go run an errand. So today, I obviously don't have any laundry to put away, and I'm not doing any dinner prep because I'm not cooking tonight. We're just gonna have leftovers. So I am gonna do two things. One, I am gonna run to the UPS store because I got 2 emails actually. One of them, I know what it is, and the other one, I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna run to the UPS store and grab those packages. That's, if you don't know, that is where I have my P.O. box, is at the UPS store instead of a post office. It was just, the hours were much more flexible at the UPS store. Then the other thing I'm gonna do during my lunch break today is actually tackle that pile in the corner. So that pile right there, oh my goodness. So that pile is a combination of things that I've thought about packing this weekend and I've just kind of like put in the corner when I think about it. And then costumes for dance. And since we are wearing costumes this week at rehearsal, I need to get all of that organized and figure out like what I'm gonna like take with me tonight, what I'm gonna wear on the train, figure everything out. I'm trying to decide between 2 different sizes for jean shorts for one of the dances. It's like the same pair of shorts from Old Navy, but one is like my normal size that I would wear if I was just like wearing the shorts out, and then one is the next size up, which I feel like might be more comfortable to dance in, but I need to try them on with the tights that I'm gonna wear under them. Anyways, that was a lot more information than you needed. Long story short, I'm gonna spend the rest of my lunch break dealing with that pile in the corner and getting my costumes all ready to go for tonight.
One ended up being the new sports bras that I ordered. They weren't supposed to get here till tomorrow, so I'm actually, that's why I was surprised that there were 2, but that was the other package, not as exciting. Are you excited about the packages, Kitty? And then this big box is from scrapbook.com. I ordered a bunch of stuff for like storage and then some stuff for December daily. I'm not gonna show that in this video. What is she doing? I'm gonna wait until, I'm waiting for a couple more orders from other places, and so I'm gonna do a whole video about like my December daily products that I bought and storage and all those things. All right, it is lunchtime. I'm having leftover tacos from yesterday. So we get these, they're like whole wheat carb savvy tortillas from Trader Joe's. There's shredded cheese under there. This is just like a ground turkey and taco seasoning. And then I add a can of corn and a can of beans to just add some extra nutrition and make the, taco meat last longer. And then there is the Trader Joe's Greek yogurt guac and chopped up red onions. And then I'm also gonna have some of the guac with chips. These are the chips that we get from Trader Joe's, the veggie and flaxseed corn tortilla chips. So like last night I had 2 of these. I'm not super hungry, so I just went ahead and made 1. And then if I decide that I'm still hungry after I eat my 1 and some of the chips and guac, I can always go make another. That's the beauty of working from home, right?
I'm gonna be honest, I tried to set up the camera facing the other way so you could just have a different background to look at, but the lighting is so much better this way. So, it's the end of the day, well, the end of the work day. There's a lot left in my day. I am gonna go ahead and get ready for dance, and I thought I would kind of show you just like when I'm being super basic with makeup. So I start with this Wet n Wild. Is this the color I want? I ended up buying the darker one because I got, my like whole body was much tanner than my face over the summer. So I bought the darker one. This just, it kind of just evens out my skin tone a little bit. It's not like super any kind of coverage, but I don't know. I really like how it just kind of evens things out, and I like having just kind of a base before I go in with a couple dots of concealer. I love the heart-shaped tape. My favorite. I literally do like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I learned from somewhere on the internet to let this sit for a second, get a little tacky before you go in with however you're gonna put it down. I use a beauty blender, this one. Desperate need of some cleaning. I own like 5 of these, and the plan is like that I wash them all at one time, and then each week I like swap it out for a clean one, but to be honest, I forget all the time. So just a little bit of concealer, and then I pull it up over my eye to also kind of act as like, not an eyeshadow, but like it covers up the like veins on my eyelids without having to use a totally different product. And then because I tend to have oily skin and I'm going to dance, I'm going to put a little bit of powder. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Powder, just like all over, fluffy brush, just trying to kind of help my skin stay a little bit less greasy. Then the next couple steps are kind of pointless when I'm wearing a mask because you can't really see this part of my face, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and that's just a little bit of bronzer. I'm using the, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love the way this smells. It smells so good. The only negative about this stuff is that you can't really travel with it because it breaks really, really easily. I've learned that the hard way. Then a little bit of blush. This is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. I'm just gonna, again, wearing a mask at rehearsal, so this is kind of pointless. But I am gonna hop on Instagram stories for a second before dance, so I guess it's a good thing I'm gonna, whoa, it got really bright. So I guess it's a good thing that I'm doing the bottom half of my face. A little bit of highlighter. This is a Becca highlighter, like a little mini one, but unfortunately the company has gone out of business, so I can't really tell you how much I like these highlighters. They also break when you travel though, so I'm just trying to remember to use them when I'm at home because I can't use them when I travel. Okay, I use this e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil just to give the like arch part of my eyebrow a little bit of extra color because it's definitely lighter than the inner part, not much. And then I run the spoolie through it just to kind of organize my brow hairs. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's how I'm feeling about it. Then I curl my lashes. Okay, then if I am just doing like quick, easy makeup, most of the days I don't put on eyeliner, like black eyeliner. But again, because dance, I know there's gonna be pictures, and because I have a mask, so you can only see my eyes, I want my eyes to pop. So I'm gonna do liquid liner, which I use the NYX Epic Ink Liner as my go-to liquid liner. And then I use a little puff ball to help me like make it a straight line. I know it's not good to pull my face. That's how I do eyeliner. Okay, the next step, which I do get a lot of questions about, is I put a nude color in my waterline. And what I use is discontinued. It is the Nude Sticks concealer stick. They have since transitioned to a different type of concealer, so they no longer offer this. I know they do have the nude sticks in like a matte cream, and when this one runs out, I have a backup ready to go. When that one runs out, maybe that's what I'll try. This has lasted me so long, like it could be a very long time before I need to get something else. But I feel bad because when I get asked what this is, it is not something that you can get anymore. Then before I put on mascara, I spritz my face with MAC Fix Plus. This is like one of the scented ones. I got these during a Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale that when they were only had the scented ones on sale, and I just like stocked up. So I have a bunch. Typically I just buy the unscented one unless I can get them on sale. And then the very last step, which is the one like super high-end thing that I cannot live without, is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This is just my favorite mascara. I do also have the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, like that I tried to convince myself that I will just use that one every day because it's drugstore. But given that mascara and like my eyelashes are like one of my favorite parts about actually putting on makeup, I'm gonna buy the nice mascara. All right, next up is my communication routine. I've talked about this in prior videos, but just in case you're new here, I want to explain. I used to struggle with responding to comments and messages on social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and my texting service that my top tier patrons have, and just like emails, lots of messages and communication. And I used to like check them throughout the day whenever I got on Instagram or whenever I found extra time, and then it would either distract me from other things or they would build up, like YouTube comments especially, and then I would feel really behind and overwhelmed. So I decided to lump all of it together. So every day at 5 o'clock when I'm done with my full-time job, I sit and I respond to everything. I start with my patrons, I respond to their texts, their Facebook comments, and then I go to Instagram, I respond to DMs and comments there, then I go to YouTube, and I just make my rounds, and then I usually go around one more time and make sure there are no new comments and things for me to respond to. And it's really just nice to have that focused time to respond and communicate and really focus on building relationships when I'm having those conversations, whether it's DMs or comments. That's so much more beneficial than just like checking the box to get them responded to. I used to also do this out in the living room, sitting on the couch. I thought it was a nice like transition and a little bit more comfortable, but I have realized that it actually is more beneficial for me to stay sitting at my desk and do what I can do on my computer. It's faster, I am usually more thorough in my response and a little bit more focused.
and it's kind of like the last thing I do to wrap up my work day if I don't have anything planned with Laken related in the evening. Okay, I am not super duper hungry, but I know I need to eat something before we go to dance. So I'm just gonna have kind of a little bit of a snacky kind of dinner. So I'm gonna have a cheese stick and a couple slices of turkey, get some protein in me before dance, and then an apple for some like carbs, and then my cookie butter, because that's just how I love to eat apples, is with this cookie butter from Trader Joe's, and it is so good. And then I will probably throw like a granola bar in my bag in case I want to eat it in between dances, although with costumes tonight I'm going to be changing, so I don't know if that's really going to happen, but just in case I'm hungry. And then I will allow myself to have a snack when I get home tonight if I really am still hungry later tonight. All right, I am headed to dance. I am a little bit early. I left early so I could run an errand. I stopped by Dwayne Reed and grabbed my latest batch of photos that I sent to print, and then I also got a new lint roller because I'm pretty sure I left all of them at the office, and I just honestly haven't really been bothered to worry about having Charlie on me. I've been using like packing tape as like a makeshift lint roller when I need it, but I figured for costumes, one of the outfits has black, and when I put it on, when I get there, it's probably gonna be covered in Charlie, so I grabbed a new lint roller. I also left a little bit early because it is supposed to start raining. It actually kind of feels like it may be starting, like it might be drizzling, and I did not want to try and like carry a bag of costumes and an umbrella and I'll like walk from the subway like both directions, and like from, you know, my apartment to the subway and then from the subway to dance in the rain. I just didn't want to do it. So I'm a little bit early, which is fine. I have my book with me that I've been reading on the subway, so I don't mind getting there early. I'm gonna sit outside until like it really starts to rain, if it starts to rain, and read until it's time to go inside. All right, I just got home from dance. It's about 9:50. The trains were not cooperating tonight. So I got home a little later than I normally do. Next step is my evening routine. I have a whole separate video on that. It basically is the same thing. That's what I do, except I try to do it as fast as humanly possible. It includes a shower from dancing. I try to do it as fast as possible. That way I can get into bed as quickly as possible. I try to get in bed by like 10:30. That way I'm asleep by like 10:30 or 11, so I can get up at 6:30 and do it all again tomorrow. So that is gonna be it for this day in the life. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. I did a whole, where's my brush? And some weeks I know You're so funny. I found my brush.